since we are here on the despicable news, I just want to show you, by the way, how much the dictatorship wants to control the narrative and the news. This is the outlet that's been previously it was called Tutbay, now it's called Zerkalo. Now they've been exiled out of the country. Look what happens when you use a link from their Twitter account. It's not gonna open. They have to change basically all the time their names and the links that they link, because there are pieces of shit in the Belarusian like infrastructure somewhere, engineers wherever, working to block on a national level all the time the links, any new link to this outlet called Zerkalo. So a political prisoner was, I'm pretty sure, was killed, but it's not how they fucking spin it. While in custody, while being sentenced. So Witold Tashurok died in a penal colony in basically in May, right? What's interesting, like this is in and of itself absolutely despicable, right? He was an activist, and he was captured in September 2020, so right when the protests were happening in Belarus, and then he was sentenced to 5 years of penal colony for participating in protest actions, in protests, right? 5 years. So the lady just got 7 years. The guy got 5 years. We're just starting right now. I'm just gonna show you even more atrocious stuff. And he died in this colony, in the penal colony. And what happened to Natalia Dobrodevitz, who was working in that colony, and she was basically the head of a medical wing, basically the person who's responsible for treating any sort of, or at least like overseeing the doctors who are supposed to keep those who are in custody alive and well, like in civilized countries, right? There was basically published like a phone call in 2021 that apparently 2021, how does that happen? Oh yeah, basically she was admitting that something absolutely some absolute foolishness have occurred, and the situation will be my sort of undoing if I'm gonna be here. Please transfer us, me and my husband, away from me here, away sort of from this political prisoner, and because and I'm very hopeful that it's gonna be resolved smoothly. So official version is that he died because of the heart stoppage. However, as we know, political prisoners do not get really great care in those facilities, and in fact they get beaten up, they got humiliated, they got most of their rights, even those who they're supposed to be there, stripped away. It's basically, if you're a political prisoner in Belarus or in Russia, you are fucked. If you don't believe it, read the news what's happening to Navalny in Russia, and this is even worse in Belarus. So I have no doubt that they've killed this guy in one way or another, either by denying some sort of treatment, or by treating him really, really poorly, or again subjecting him to torture and things like that. I have zero fucking what am I what am I searching? I have zero zero reasons to believe in something else, basically. Um, and yeah, she was, which is very interesting. She was a major. What is the? Is this a title also in the army, major? I mean, in like Western armies. Mm. Basically, yeah. So when she was working in that facility where the political prisoner has died, she was major. What is? I would like to know the ranks. Is it like um major? Okay, it is a military rank. Okay, all right. So I'm not going crazy. Um. So yeah, it is next lower rank like captain, then you are a mayor, and then lieutenant colonel. So she was a mayor, mayor, whatever, and then she became a lieutenant colonel, just like that. She was transferred, and then she got a raise. So under her custody, political prisoner has died. She got transferred, and she got a raise. This is a Belarus for you. This is the brutal, despicable regime that people are living under, and that's why people do not want to create any fuss, create any movements, create anything that can shine more light than necessary on them. Because if they get into the system, if the government gets them, this is what happens. One person dies and another gets a raise for that. That's Belarus, that's Russia, that's, I'm pretty sure, regimes like Iran, North Korea, and China, and so on and so on and so forth. Just so you know.